Commercial friendly, guys.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Fresh Out the Box, plays the Expanse for Green Ronin Publishing. I am the board game guru, game master extraordinaire, Jahananan.
It's me, Casualty CDG. I'm the co-host of Fresh Out the Box. I'm also the co-host of everything you've ever seen in your entire life. That's where you know me from. That's why I look familiar and sound familiar to you. I'll be reprising my role as Elroy, and my last name is Cormax. Yes, it is. I'll be reprising my role as Elroy Cormax, the scavenger and muscle of the crew.
My name is Captain Tremaine, and my friends call me Craig, but tonight I'll be playing Dr. Alyssa Lovelace.
I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbinian, a variety video game and tabletop role-playing game Twitch streamer, and I'll be reprising my role as Kayleen Hara, not his real name, who is an athlete and fitness instructor. And nothing else.
That could mean anything.
I feel like, and no one make a face, no one say anything, everybody be ready to put your stone cold faces on. I feel, Craig, this is for you and me. I feel like Corbinian had a conversation with Jahan off screen before we started, and I think this motherfucker's a spy.
I don't think it's any of my business, I mean, like, I don't know what kind of charges he's escaping from Soul.
Look, I don't care either, and neither does my character. I'm just talking to my friend Craig here, and everyone else is watching.
Look, can he do the acrobatics? That's all I care about here.
Are you hitting on me, or?
All right, Jahan, you can have the floor again. Now that I have said what I needed to say, I pass the ball back.
What up, Vamp?
Oh, hey, what up, Sean? Vamp's the homie.
Oh, man, where'd you get that symbol? That's cool. Share the love. What is that?
Vamp's jumping on at the start? Man, not missing a beat.
No, sir.
A beat. Yeah, so.
Are you unmuted?
Yeah. Everyone can hear me,
all right? Cool. Yeah, I hear you just fine. I'm just making sure the stream can hear you. You know how it is.
It's showing that they can, but remains to be heard, I guess.
I listened to the stream briefly, so you're good.
Everyone got booned.
Gary too, I guess.
Captain Tremaine, you're not familiar with the boons. It just you can add a +1 to any roll you want. So, boom.
Yeah.
You have that floating there. And it doesn't generate churn or anything, so it's safe.
I will abuse it.
It's a string-free...
Wait. Can I add +1 to a max die? A 6?
Yeah?
Whoa! OP!
We've never done that. We always use it to save our necks.
Can I also drama die? Can I also drama die with it?
You can, you can up your thing. Yeah, no one's ever done that before, but yeah,
I am gonna abuse this.
Go for it. No one's abused it yet, so like I'm all for it. I'm ready.
I am gonna ruin it for everyone.
It relies on the audience spending boon points for us, so the more viewers we have, the more people are booning you. Hell, if they want to boon you to the fucking sky and back, let them.
Hey, boon me, y'all.
You heard him.
What is
Boone the Good
right
Doctor?
4?
Good call. I got
4 or 3, something like that.
The churn is at 4 currently. Yes.
Ha.
Corbinian. That's why they call him Forbinian.
They do not.
He loves when the turns at 4. Everybody.
I'm gonna have to reinstate the churn tracker on the stream. I used to have one that was live, but I don't have it right now.
Wow, dude.
Well, my computer blew up and I lost all my stream stuff and I had to remake it all.
Well, if we don't have the churn tracker, we might as well just quit streaming and catch everybody back next week. Same time, same place.
Got a notebook with it, though. It's okay.
It was good seeing you guys. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. We'll get the churn tracker up next week.
Hey, everybody. So this is the Expanse that we're playing here. Welcome to the planet of Aurora. It is a freshly colonized planet that is beyond the ring.
One more thing before you do all this stuff. Green Ronin shop, Green Ronin affiliates, put in fresh out the box, all that stuff, right?
Oh, yeah. If you want to buy any of these books, go ahead. Go to greenroninstore.com. Use the code fresh out the box, and you get 5% off of anything and everything. So,
And we get money back too, so
get
you support
shattered.
us. You support us and our families and our miniature collecting habits and our mini painting, and whenever our computers explode and we need a new monitor, you guys support all that. We love you so much.
And if any of you get the book with our code, you'll see the churn is on the last page. And to answer Vamp, no, the minor effect will kick in at 10, and major or minor effect will kick in at 20.
And then there's the level 31. So
Automatic. Yeah.
which is, that one goes off without, that one goes off.
I think it's just a TP code.
It hasn't been so far, but it's come close.
That's when a space station gets obliterated.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like, that was one thing that happened. It was good. Hey, so, welcome to Aurora. It is a wild planet, close to Earth, a little colder, a little smaller, but it is habitable, 70% water, but it has this difficulty of electromagnetism all over the place, causes no signals to be able to breach the atmosphere, and also scrambles all electronics and communications on planet. So all technology needs to be shielded, and communication was impossible until Dr. Lovelace and her team invented the spikes, the communication spikes that go into the ground, and through some not fully understood builder technology effect, transmit signals through dirt. So that is what you guys have been doing. You got a tip that there was a hot new builder artifact site somewhere out in the wastes. You went out, searched, found some scavengers that had an artifact, extracted the information from them, and it's leading you north to hopefully where this builder site is. It is the three of you, Dr. Alyssa Lovelace, Elroy Cormax, Kaylin Hara, along with your two companions, Damien Torrent, who's the transportation specialist, and Ruben Flack, who is a Star Helix mercenary.
Okay, wait, before we go, though, have we figured out if there's any limit to the voltage that can be transmitted through this magical soil, the science soil, or if there's any kind of resistance? Can this be weaponized?
Are you talking about the soil that you found, or the, like, with the spikes?
Well, so the spikes are allowing the transmission through some kind of signal, right?
Yeah.
Is that an electrical signal? Yeah.
Something like that. It's on more of like a quantum level, so it's not fully understood by you and your team currently, which is part of the reason why you want to go to the site.
Okay.
You need
very cool.
further builder tech to fully understand what's going on.
I'm just trying to break the ground.
Yeah. But no, you don't know the capacity of this electrical earth technology. You break camp after a successful night's sleep, regain your resources, all that good stuff. And you load up in your better than a Cybertruck, and head northeast.
To be fair, any Cybertruck is better than a Cybertruck.
It's fair. It's fair. But yes, you all head deeper into the frozen wilderness here. And this site is a while away. It's a couple days drive. But you're in a car, so it's not so bad. You're able to, Damien is able to drive the car, no problem. Every now and again, you guys have to like go slow over obstacles and whatnot, but you are able to make significant progress here until finally you get to the area where this artifact that you have was found. But you don't see anything else. It's just a frozen waste, some mountains, some trees, a bit of a thicker forest in one direction, towards the west, towards the coast. But yeah, you're in the area now of where this artifact turned up.
We're lucky we're coming out here this time of year. Most of them rivers are frozen over. We'd have been out here in summer, we'd have had a chance of falling in.
I'll kind of get out and look around a little bit and kind of listen to hear if there is the sound of wildlife, I guess. Like if it's especially quiet or especially loud compared to what's normally out here.
Give me a perception check.
Everyone or Corb?
Just him. What'd you get?
14.
14. This is a challenging roll. It does seem kind of... You just hear the wind sort of blowing across the tundra, mingling with the trees, but you don't hear any distant wildlife. You don't really see any either. It does seem odd.
I would like to spend my stump point for an additional useful fact about the area I'm in. Aha, for investigation stunts.
Okay. Up ahead, you can see a spot that's strangely flat.
Whoa! Unnaturally.
I'll take up my hand terminal and kind of take the camera function and kind of try to zoom in to see if there's anything over there.
Yeah, all across the tundra, the ground's uneven and everything, but then you see this area of just smooth flatness. You're not sure if it's ice or what, but it's also rather circular in shape. But yes, this is something you would not have been able to notice without stun points.
Do we have any kind of tools?
What's that?
Do we have any, like a seismograph or any kind of tools that could check underneath the ground level?
You definitely have some scientific equipment that you brought from your lab. If you wanted to check under the ground. Yeah, I'd say... I mean, your research does involve under the ground, so you could probably use a communication spike to do something like that.
See a bit of flat ground over that way. Doesn't look cleared by any of us. Might be a builder slab, or maybe someone secretly flattened it, but I don't know. It's just right over there. If you kind of just squint your eyes, you can just see it amongst the trees.
Yeah, lots of weird stuff out this way. People usually don't come out here. It's too damn cold. This wind will rip your skin off. Let's go there and see what it is.
Is Gary still carrying me like a baby on his chest?
I will. I'll escort you through this now.
He can. It is quite a bit in the distance. You can walk, or you can take the car. It's up to you.
Oh,
well, shouldn't be a problem if we...
Do you want to walk?
Let's take the car to the edge of it. I don't think we should drive it on it.
Like we shouldn't park on it because who knows what will if it's
agreed.
If it's porter weight.
Let's get about 30 meters out and set up camp.
Alrighty, you guys will drive up the rest of the way, get towards the edge of this thing, and when you're on it, it's a little more obvious. There's definitely a large circle in the ground of just complete smoothness, like perfectly smooth ice is what it looks like. But you pull over, start setting up the camp. You get your tents out, all that good stuff. And you've been using Damien and Ruben as sort of the home base people. You can continue to do that, and they will start setting things up for you. But yeah, you're right at the edge of a giant mirror on the ground, perfectly round, very strange.
Can I run a seismograph analysis with one of the communication spikes? I think I have a few focuses that would apply.
Yes, you can use intelligence and science.
May I assist with some intelligence technology to
Yeah,
help
you do
him
that.
set up his stuff? Help her set up her stuff.
17 no stun points.
18 no stun points.
Yeah, you guys are able to set it up pretty well. And you start running your tests, Dr. Lovelace. You're getting very strange readings. Nothing that you have ever gotten when you stuck a communication spike in the ground. Very strange. You're not sure if you'd be able to transmit from here with the ground spike. There's another signal in the ground of some kind. And it has, it's an active signal that's doing something. You're not sure what.
How big around does this field look? Does it look is it as big as a football field?
Yes.
Okay, damn, that's way bigger
It's
than
like
I
a
thought.
football field length in diameter.
For those in the audience that are not American, we measure things by football fields in America.
That's exactly right.
What up,
That would
son?
be 100 English meters, 100 European meters.
Yeah, but Corbinian's the one that said it football field, and he's Canadian.
In freedom units, we measure things
Yeah,
in
but he's a-
football fields.
Corb's a daywalker, you know.
Fair
He's a
enough.
Canadian who can pass as American.
I was talking
is-
about football, like real football, not that gridiron stuff you guys play.
Oh, you mean a soccer pitch? A football pitch?
You couldn't
Okay,
even do it right. That's how American you are. You still said soccer. That's funny.
All right. How do you guys want to proceed?
Carefully.
No.
Yeah, you are,
Doc, are
you
you
are
saying-
receiving a signal from the ground. You're not sure what it is. It's very strange, and you've never encountered anything like this before.
Doc, are you saying this thing's broadcasting? And if so, to where?
Yeah, can we plug this into our hand terminal computers to analyze or anything like that?
Uh-huh. You sure can. Go ahead and give me an intelligence check. Use any applicable focus that you think you have. Science would work.
I have science, technology, and research.
Technology sounds like it makes sense.
Technology would be the best one. Science, technology. 18 with 5 stun points. Not bad. You are able to extract this data from the signal. It does produce sort of a rhythm, a wave, that you are able to play as sound. And it's just sort of like a...
I would like to do an investigation stunt. I think I want to do Lucky Break. The test result lead fortuitously to putting 2 and 2 together later. Treat one irrelevant focus as a tangential one on the next test you make to unlock a lead related to this test.
That's actually a very good one for right now, because this could potentially lead you to some stuff. Alrighty, I'll make note that you have... I owe you a secret.
I'm gonna search around for like a small rock or something, like something palm sized, and I'm gonna like kind of under pitch it onto the ice to see if it acts weird.
Okay. You don't need to roll to do that. You just throw a rock out there. And at first, nothing really happens. But then the rock gets pulled under the surface and the whole pitch sort of like goes and like levels out.
Did it like absorb it or obliterate it? Or did it like fall through some sort of membrane?
Either it absorbed it or it fell through a membrane. But it did get sunk in, and then the whole pitch like kind of moved a little bit.
Doc, you ever seen anything like that?
I would like to spit on it. Let's see if anything happens to organic matter on it.
Yeah.
A face forms and it goes, "Oh yeah, daddy." No, I'm just kidding. It sinks into the snow. You do notice now that like this isn't ice; it is snow. It's just so compact that it looks smooth.
Okay, the doc
which is essentially what ice is, but
yeah, the doc immediately warns nobody step on to the circle.
Looking around the edges of the perimeter of this circle, is there any sign of other people having been here, like a backpack left behind, boots, anything like that?
give me a perception check.
14.
You notice there are no tracks anywhere near this.
Looks like we're the only ones who've come out here, at least since the last snowfall. I don't see any remains around it. Mind you, it's a massive area, but...
Do we have anything that would work as a probe with like a camera that we could send down into this snow?
I'd say
Probably
you could have like a fiber optic cable. I don't see why not. We'll say what's his name? Ruben. We'll say Ruben has a fiber optic cable for breaching that he brought along because he's too much. And yeah, he'll let you borrow it.
All right, y'all. This is the last step before human trials.
Yeah, that's my question. Just because something can pass through it don't mean it can breathe on the other side, or it's still gonna have skin. One of us gonna have to be brave enough to jump through there.
Or we just grabbed some critter and stuck it in.
You know, scavs do run around with rats out here for that very reason. Come across some strange things and throw a rat in first, see what happens.
Well, let's try the cable first, because maybe, let's worry about that, because for all we know, we're sticking our head into a meat grinder.
I mean, that's a good point. We should put some like sensors on whatever we're lowering down, so we're testing for air and habitability and stuff. Can we do that?
You could. I mean, you have a sensor array for like weather checks and stuff that you could probably put on a string or something, or a pole.
I'd love to do that.
It wouldn't be very.
Send it back.
Yeah, it wouldn't be very well made, but yeah, you could do it.
Oh, Vamp says we can just send him down. So I'm. All right.
There you go, Sean. Why don't you jump on in there and check it out?
Yeah. Roll for technology? Maybe?
Yeah, roll for technology. Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
16 with 3 stunt points. Not bad.
Oh.
Let me know what you're using the stunt points for. But you are able to... Yeah, so you start lowering stuff in there. The ground definitely reacts to it. They just sort of... Everything that you put on there just sort of sinks down. Until eventually you can see through the camera. There's rock down there. Very deliberately angular rock, it seems. That moving off in straight lines and all that kind of stuff. Definitely not a natural cave down there. And you can sort of look around, and there seems to be something down there, yeah.
I would like to spend 2 stump points on intuition.
Okay.
The GM reveals a fact about the object of your test you could not have noticed or deduced simply by interacting with it.
I can give you something that would definitely probably be overlooked by most people. So, as you're doing all this stuff, you lower your apparatus down there. You're getting some, there's air. It's very stale, but there's air down there. It seems to be warmer than it is up here, but it's definitely habitable. But the thing you notice is when you're doing all this, the output you're getting from the signal from the ground changes, and seems to be trying to rectify itself. And you'll notice the ground start to move against your devices.
Do we have any rope?
Yeah, I have some rope.
I would
What you
hope
looking for,
so.
Doc?
I would hope so. I would have rope.
Time to do some acrobatics down into the some spelunking down.
How big's the from the camera you see, Doc? Do you see? Is it a large space or more of a crawl space?
It's pretty big. It's like 2 stories at least.
Okay.
Massive.
All right. I'm gonna look around for like some sort. Is there any sort of small game this planet has, like its rabbit equivalent or rodents, anything like that? That's
Yeah, they have
easily
them.
catchable.
Yeah, there's definitely rodents around.
I'm gonna look around for one and try to capture one and to tie to a rope.
They're called synth weasels.
Ha ha ha.
Give me a check here. Perception to find one.
13.
Okay, you can probably find one. But now you got to catch it. So dexterity.
Could I argue sleight of hand?
Yeah.
That is not 0.
That's not 0. I don't know why it keeps doing that to you. That's really weird.
10, 11, 12. That is 12 plus 2 is 14.
14 is not bad to catch a weasel. Yeah, you can catch one of these synth weasels.
Tie it on, get it nice on there, then probably flailing. I'm like, no, all right, you're staying. I'm just gonna, in you go.
So you throw it onto the ground.
Yeah, and what I'll do is I'll wrap the rope around my arm so I have a good grip on it. So if it does start yanking, I can kind of yank it out, but also not so tight that if it's like, oh god, pull, I can just go, nope, I'm letting the rope go.
It's as soon as you start bringing it towards the circle, it starts freaking out.
You'd make a good scav, cowboy.
You go out in the snow enough times on a jog, you start getting real cautious of anything weird looking.
It starts freaking out, and then when you throw it onto the ice, it immediately starts to try to run back. But it does get grabbed.
Grabbed?
Yeah. Something
By
comes
the
up
ground.
underneath it and blasts it away from the circle.
Oh.
Oh, like back to us?
Yeah, it tries to get it out of there.
Yeah, I'll kind of let it do that, and then kind of, no, come back here, you little thing, and then I'll very quickly undo the knot to let the critter go.
And when that happens, the signals are strange again, like they spike.
Ooh, okay. All right, go away, you little thing. You're not getting my rope.
I want to send.
It's like it rejected it or something. Do you see any snow down there? Because snow would fall down, it would rest on the ice, but it's not accumulating. So either it's melting it away or absorbing it, but it's not. I imagine it's not letting it into the chamber.
There's no snow down there.
Have we noticed anything like microwave radiation or anything like that from the weather sensors?
No. No dangerous readings of any kind, really. It's just this strange signal.
Is there any... you're seeing O2 down there, right, Doc? You said it was habitable?
You're not sure if it's just what's down there or if there's a breeze, but there is air.
Dr. Lovelace says, yes, if you would like to sit up here and study all day, you're welcome to hang out up here. I will be lowered down. I feel like I'm wasting time. She's just so driven. She is just immediately trying to just head down without thinking through, we should do this slow and carefully.
Doc, if I lower to you to your death, who do I ask to sign the check?
Boss man?
All right, in that case, let's lower you down.
Here, let me get some rope attached you so we can yank you out if we have to. Hold on, just don't move around too much.
Yes. Elroy, come here.
All right, Doc. Nice and easy.
Can I push Elroy over to the circle? Just shove him.
I mean, he'll probably... I mean, if it's against his will, then he gets...
You sure can't.
Yeah.
You push me, and it's really obvious what you're trying to do, but I'm so heavy. You're so small. You just push me. Yeah.
We can roll it out if you
want.
We can
roll it. We can roll it.
Dr. Lovelace might get lucky.
It would be a fighting brawl check.
Okay.
Beat 16. Believe in yourself. Use fortune.
Yeah, strength might. Is strength might applicable, Jahan? I'm just trying to stand there. I'm not even trying to brawl.
I don't know if you want to spend that much fortune to make up. I don't even know if you can, actually.
Doc rolls a 7.
Ooh.
She's a tiny lady. She has nothing easy enough.
You're like, get out there.
Yeah.
He's like,
you're just pushing me, and I'm standing there, just walking in the snow, pushing me, and your feet are moving, but your hands aren't going anywhere.
Would you stop moving?
Doc, I ain't going in first.
I will lower you down. I'll have a way to pull you out. Just give me a second. There. Got the knot. You're okay. And then...
Very well. Alright.
You walk out there?
Yeah, I want to like attach I want to make sure I have like a suit cam or a helmet cam or something like that on me.
Oh, hey, do we have like not full on power suits? Do we have like environmental suits for like spare ones? I mean, because I know I have caving equipment, but I don't know if we have spares.
I bet we don't have 5, but I wouldn't be surprised if we had 2.
No, I'm sure you guys have like a suit.
Here, throw on this breathing thing real quick, because even though the air says it's okay, it is entirely possible that the air is too stale and you pass out down there. So throw that on. If you're fine, you're fine. If you breathe, you're fine. But if you start gasping, get the helmet on, and that will buy you at least an hour or 2.
Very well, but strap the synth weasel to my chest as a canary.
Yeah, I'm not going back for him. He's gone. I only have the one rope, so.
Alright. Very well.
If you want me to start yanking you out, because we don't know if we can hear you, just tug 3 times on the rope. If you tug less than that, I'll assume you're okay.
What if I tug more than that?
Depends how frantic you're being. If you do it by accident, I'll ignore you. If you start tugging like crazy, I'll guess you're in trouble.
I see. All right. If I give you a shave and a haircut, that means I need 5 more minutes. Yeah.
What?
Shave and a haircut.
Yeah.
Go ahead and lower her down.
Mr. Marshall going like, what the hell are you talking about? I listen to constant country songs. But yeah, no. I'm good when you are, Doc.
Yes, I'm ready. Lower me down now. So I just start kind of waddling
That was the last day we ever saw the good doctor as she was lowered into that hole. Her skin melted off of her body as she gasped for air, seeking the one thing she could never find. True peace and alien artifacts. All right.
The ground starts to try to grab you. What do you do?
I let it grab me.
It grabs you, starts pulling you down.
Just let it do it. Just let it do it. We're okay. We're okay.
Yeah, I'm sinking down. I look over at the crew. Yes, I'll be right back.
It pops your hole back. Pop, 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 pop. Feels amazing.
Ooh, so satisfying.
Ooh. It's a chiropractor hole, guys. Line up.
Yep, that's all it is. Ancient builder chiropractor hole.
I knew it.
Think of how big it is. What back is it breaking?
You get lowered. You get lowered down, and you enter an area, same shape basically, a big round hole, about 2 stories down, with stairs leading from almost all the way at the top of the ground level down, carved into dark stone.
Human-sized stairs?
No, they're bigger.
All right.
But does, I mean, you being an expert on builder technology, does kind of look like they're runes. You've never seen one in this style before, but...
Okay, so I relay all of this information to the team, and I tell them, yes, send some help so we may descend. Yes.
Can you? Do we hear him? Hear her, rather?
No, you can't. You can't communicate through the hole.
Okay. Do we have a signal for... All right. Yeah, I guess I give the pull me up signal so I can communicate to them what's going on.
Slow and steady. Just pull it very slow and steady.
Slow and steady does seem to work.
Doc, as soon as you went under the surface, we lost all readings. We lost cameras, we lost audio. What you see down there? How is it?
There appeared to be what, well, humans would classify as stairs, but I can't be sure. We should go and investigate, though, as soon as we can. Just make sure we secure a way back out. Apparently communication is somewhat hampered.
I'm gonna try something. We're gonna lower you back down. Try to climb up the rope on your own. We'll hold it steady. Because maybe the rope is a safe way out.
Very well, but I remind you I am not the acrobat. I am the science mind.
Oops, I'm letting go of the rope. Oh no.
You go back through. It pulls you back in. It doesn't seem to like that the rope is in it. It does seem to fight against it, and you do think that it given enough time, it would probably destroy the rope.
Can I examine the rope for any kind of physical damage?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's being really just pulled apart, just by like a lot of force.
Okay, so we're not talking like something that's dissolving it. It's
No,
just the pull.
Assembling it.
Okay.
No, whatever that is, it's not. It's all physical force. It's not chemical.
Oh, so that is literally tearing at it.
Yeah.
Commander Fleck, we're going to need you to hold this perimeter. We're going down, but we have no communication, and we don't know how long we're going to be down there. Stay safe, and if something gets real bad, come back for us.
Understood. Good luck.
If I'm allowed to trip back up, I would like to communicate that they should pull back up and lower the rope back down every 10 minutes and to check that its integrity.
So just keep the rope going up and down.
Yeah.
Okay. Could work.
All right.
Can we keep our driver up here and maybe take the Star Helix muscle with us, you think, guys?
It's better he has someone above there with him, because if some scab walks out here and starts pointing guns, driver's gonna leave. He ain't gonna stay
That's
around.
right. Scavs don't travel alone. And they've been here before.
You're right.
And they know that
I'm gonna put together my
intercepted.
I'm gonna put together my climbing kit, basically like caving and climbing gear. So I put on like my helmet and like with a little light on it, but change out my boots, change out my gloves, get a few like D rings on a harness and stuff like that set up. It looks professional, but you know, it's secondhand from some belter or whatever I probably found. Because I'm broke, so I can't afford the nice stuff. But it looks like it's my stuff, so I check it all. All right, so we'll use that rope. Do we have any spare ropes in the truck?
We got the winch.
All right. So use this rope. This is my rope, so we'll use that 10 minutes every so often. Hopefully it leaves us a way back out because we're not sure if we can come out on our own. If that breaks off, like if the rope gets destroyed or something, like you come back with nothing, start lowering the winch down every 30 minutes.
Okay.
So we have a way out.
I can do that.
Thank you. Oh. You two got breathers just in case the air gets bad, because the deeper we go, I can't guarantee the air's going to be any good.
We'll have
we
the
run
weather
out of-
sensors.
If we run out of air, I'm coming back.
Yeah.
I don't pay you to breathe.
Well, he can't carry you if he's unconscious from hypoxia.
Quite.
And I'm not carrying you.
Excellent.
All right.
So the three of you descend below the surface of the snow into the chamber below, onto the stairs. You're on the top of the stairs. You look down. There is a big stone slab at the bottom of the stairs. But you have to get closer to investigate it further. I imagine you go down the stairs, but I don't want to force you if you're scared.
Slowly descend.
Slowly descend. Traps! Rah!
Is it are the stairs like human properly spaced out, or are they just kind of like geological? They just happen to be steps.
No, they seem to be made. They seem
Intentionally made, but bigger than human.
Yeah, bigger than human.
Is it like big enough to have is it like hip level? You like have to climb and then shimmy and climb and shimmy?
Yeah.
Or is it like full on like head level?
No, it's like hip level. Like you have to you could take them like without climbing, if you took a big enough step, but it'd be awkward.
I'm gonna try before I get down at the top, not like into the roof, but like into the wall. I'm gonna try to set a pitten, an eye pitten into the wall, and see if it actually secures into the wall. Because I'm intending to like loop loop more cable, and so we can possibly climb back out again.
You stick a pin.
I don't know if it'll take the pick or not.
You stick a pin in, and it gets knocked out of the wall.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not good. I'll take my climbing pick and try to see if I can get a good hold into the rock, or if it spits it out again.
The rock?
Is there a hole?
But yeah, like the wall or the floor, stuff like that.
The wall around the perimeter is snow.
I'll shunk into it, see what it does.
Into the snow?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see if it can bear any weight.
What's your defense?
Your mom. It is 12.
Did it leave a hole when he put it in the rock and it spit it out?
No.
Oh.
No, it closed up. You are going to receive... not bad. 4 damage as the snow juts out at you and hits you back.
Oof. I kind of get stumbled back because between toughness and armor, I take nothing, but it's still.
That's still very startling. You didn't expect that.
Oh, I'm alright. Okay, don't hit the snow. Apparently, friggin'. All right. Oh, that makes life hell. All right, cool, great. All right.
Is there any kind of measurements we can do to figure out what kind of force that was?
You could try. You could try to get it to attack again. You could try. There's lots of things you could try. You could try to read your spike readings, or you could try to measure the force.
like to set up as many sensors as I can to figure out if this is a physical force or like a wind force or is the snow pushing, something
It
like
looked like
that.
the snow hit him like with like a snow arm kind of thing. Like it punched him and then retreated into the wall.
Did it feel sharp or blunt when it poked me in the jacket?
Blunt.
Yeah, I felt like it kind of slapped me like a good fist punch right about there. I think the only reason it didn't hurt me is because I had the padding on.
I ain't never seen anything like this before.
Talk about all kinds of weird crap on these stupid things.
Do we have any plastic explosives or grenades?
Ah! No.
How
Not
you guys
with
have
us,
any
but-
explosives?
I wouldn't be surprised if Flack had a grenade or two.
He might.
We might not want to be down here when an explosion happens and get sealed.
Oh man, you do not.
We might want to
have
do
any
that
idea
after
what
we're
would
not
happen.
here.
Is there a
So remember
rock
these-
or a pebble I could throw at the wall?
The surrounding area is surprisingly devoid of any debris, but you do see a rock that Kaylin had previously thrown out into the snow on the ground.
I'd like to throw the rock at the wall.
It sort of thunks into it, and you notice the wall smooth itself back out from the dent.
The rock kind of up. It just
Yeah,
pops
just
out.
bop, 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 bop. Nope.
I didn't care that you threw a rock at it. Cared I stuck it, but other than that.
Maybe it answers appropriate force.
Well, I was trying to penetrate it, yeah.
The harder you hit, the harder it hits back.
I didn't care about the pit. Well, I didn't try to pit in the snow, because, who secures a lead with snow? Okay, some people do, that's ice. But anyway.
Do I have my handgun on me?
Yeah.
I'd like to shoot the wall.
Alrighty.
Jesus Christ, Doc.
It's real.
I'll die.
It's real fucking loud. But, yep. What's your defense?
Ha!
11.
Already. Like a tendril unwinds and slaps you across the chest, knocks you down the stairs, and deals 9 damage to you.
Oh. It got through my toughness and armor too?
Yeah, it probably hurt.
Well, minus that.
Yeah, minus that. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not penetrating.
No, yeah, no. When I say 9, I mean, you do the math.
All right. So it took 4 off. All right.
Ooh, that actually hurt. Yeah. Whoa, you alright?
The wall's sort of
Damn.
vibrating now.
Oh.
Sort of
Maybe don't do that again.
gestating. Like, you can see it moving now.
What do we see beyond the slab?
You can't see beyond the slab at the bottom of the stairs. It's solid.
All right,
Take a look
let's
at the
head
slab,
down.
maybe.
Once y'all are done attacking the wall, let me know.
Oh, and Doc, a bit of caving tip. Firing a firearm in an enclosed space could deafen us all, so don't do that again.
I'm not
when
gonna-
beating you your gun.
I'm not going to make anything happen, but you guys, all your ears are ringing. Yes.
Ugh.
There is a deafened condition just for
I
this.
thought about giving you guys the deafened condition, but I'm gonna be nice. This is pretty funny. But yeah, so you guys get to the bottom of the stairs. There's this massive slab. It goes off at an angle towards here's the base of it where you guys are. The stairs come down to it like this, and then the slab goes off that way again, back towards the ceiling. It's one flat angle the whole way down. It's a solid piece of rock, and it has carvings in it, runes, very worn, very ancient, very old.
carved or embossed?
Both. Right? Embossed means
Well,
they stick
one's
out,
hand.
right? No.
Embossed, like sunk in a very almost like a printing, like perfect
Yes.
cut. Carved is actually someone actually carved.
No, it looks more embossed. Yeah, it's more perfect.
This more builder talk there, Doc. You know more of this than I do.
Can you read any of this?
Do I recognize anything?
Give me an intelligence check. You can use research.
$14.
So, you know enough that this is something that isn't previously been discovered. Whatever this is, whatever this situation is, they haven't found structures like this before. This is different than the other builder structures that have been found so far. Something new. No idea what its purpose is. It does seem to be an entryway of some kind, but it seems like an entryway that is not meant to be opened. Like not like it doesn't say like danger or anything. It just like the way that this slab is sunk into the ground. It seems like it's kind of sealed.
Almost like a sewer grate kind of situation.
Yeah.
Can be opened, but it's more sealed.
Yeah, when you're looking at the door, it looks like it used to be like this, and then poof, sunk into the ground like that at an angle. It's like you're not sure how it opens, but it does seem like it could. To what purpose, you have no idea.
So, Doc, this new weirdness or old weirdness?
It's all new weirdness here, acrobats. Huh. So...
Rolled a 14 might. I'm going to see if I can move that stone.
You're like, no way in hell, man.
Damn.
Now the 14.
This thing's heavier than it looks.
It doesn't even budge. It's definitely heavy. Either that or it's latched or something. You can't tell, but it didn't move.
Can we wrap anything around it that we could, try to pull it with?
We got that winch up top with the chain on it attached to the truck.
You could try that.
We do have the winch, but we also have a wall that will reflect all. Do we know if the wall was reflecting the force, or if it was diminishing the force at all, or enhancing it?
It seemed to be responding to it, for sure.
Okay, so we don't have enough data to say whether it was increasing the amount of force or equaling or anything like that.
It seemed proportional, more or less.
Okay. So maybe we could use this wall to our advantage to pull it up, maybe? Trying to think of a way we could do that.
I'm gonna look around and see if there's any sort of seam at the edges within the chamber. Like if it's not necessarily a swing door, maybe it's a slide. It's supposed to slide out of the way, or it's supposed to recede, or something like that. Or if it's just literally one big, perfect surface.
You go to the side, and it looks like there's like a side panel, so a big triangle that follows the whole slab all the way up. Also with carvings and whatnot, very faded. But yeah, it looks like the slab and this are two separate pieces that can in fact be separated. But it looks like the slab pivots up.
This thing pivots up. It looks like a trunk. It's supposed to go up and out. So we're kind of sort of in the way, which means there's probably a latch mechanism.
It actually would
or
go
some sort of signaler.
straight up, so it wouldn't actually go towards you at all. It would just go.
Oh, actually, no. It should go straight up. I got that backwards. Sorry. Maybe one of these buttons or runes is a way to signal for it to pop open. I just don't know.
Yes, possibly. You should start pushing them and see what they do.
Maybe it's some kind of open sesame abracadabra password written on there.
Too bad we don't know their language, whatever it is. Just a bunch of people talking to the air.
No, people have not translated the builder language.
I'll try to get...
What's happening with signals in this space?
From the spike?
Are they... just from our equipment, like our hand terminals and stuff. Like, is it reflecting? Is it dampening?
You are completely cut off from all outside signals in here. Like you're in a big Faraday cage. And yeah,
but we're not noticing any response to our signals from the devices?
No.
Or the structure?
To the structure? So your signals with the signal I said was in the ground, they do seem to kind of interact. But it's not meaningful. Like, it's not a lot. Whatever is happening there, you would have to really up the voltage to get something to happen. It sort of gets swallowed up by whatever's happening.
I'm going to try to look along the sides to see if there's any sort of... And I'm guessing... I'm implying human analogs, obviously, but looking for anything that looks like... Here are runes, here's instruction, and here's a plane. Like, this looks like a thing you're supposed to push or press against. The kind of like, this is a press button. This is a maneuver button. Guessing what a door latch.
Give me a perception check, or you could do intelligence.
I'll try intelligence. Does 13 make it?
13 will give you information enough to let you spend those nut points, yeah.
Okay, I'll take that for $1.
So I believe that's a challenging... Yep. What do you want to spend them stunties on?
What do I get for just nailing it?
Just nailing it? So, you're looking at it, and it does not look like it's meant to be open. It looks like when it closed, it was designed to stay closed deliberately. It's not like welded shut or anything. It's just the way the door was made. It seemed like it closed with permanence in mind. It is very old, and there are cracks in it here and there, but...
Well, if all else fails, I could give it a good whack right down the middle. And I sling the sledgehammer up over my shoulder.
I am going to throw... something at it. Where is it? There it is. I'll actually throw for a breakthrough. I'll spend 5 for a breakthrough, so up the churn. I'm spending.
Up the churn. Up in the churn. Churn master. Look at him go. Alright, so... Breakthrough. You gain not only information, but some form of incontrovertible proof. Reduce the number of total leads path by 1, jumping to a further point in the investigation immediately. For that, when it comes to this, yeah, it's definitely supposed to be sealed. It looks like towards the bottom there's a spot where you might be able to pivot something open if you had like a fulcrum. Well, you can use it as a fulcrum, you just need a lever, but you could probably wedge it open a little bit and you might be able to roll underneath, but you don't know that you'd be able to get it all the way open.
So you could probably wedge it right there. This thing does not look like it wants to be open, but probably right there if we can get something in there. Here, I toss a makeshift crowbar at Cormac's.
You also feel, because of your breakthrough, you feel like maybe they did have a way to open it. You just can't think of it with your human brain.
Yeah, there may be some sensor or signal, but I don't see a button. They must have had some way to talk to this. I just don't know how, other than just forcing the door open.
When I shot the wall, did the wall hit me back or did the bullet?
The wall.
Oh, did the bullet bounce off, by the way?
No, it went in.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to spend 4 of my fortune to make that a 15. 15 might with the crowbar I was given to try to pry this open instead of just
definitely
muscle it open.
Gain a bit of purchase with his guidance and your muscle. You're able to. You'll hear it go. Psss. You'll hear some air escape from it, and it'll pop open a little bit. And it sort of, when you do it, it sort of comes off of its track a little bit, and sort of.
Yeah, I'll do that thing where like you twist the crowbar also, so even though I didn't get it open all the way, it'll just be open an inch for now.
Yeah, it stays open a little bit.
Ugh.
You'd have
Damn,
to
it took
crawl-
everything in me.
You have to crawl on your belly though to make it.
Turn goes up because fortune was spent for a roll.
Oh no! Not the churn.
Where are we at now?
Six?
Six.
6? Oh.
6 churn. Churn
Well, it's-
around.
You have a new thing to stick a sensor in there, Doc. Make sure it's
Can
not radioactive.
I do a research roll to investigate the air that escaped?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
While they're researching, can I take a breather?
Yes.
14.
I'll get your...
14. It smells like the oxygen from up here mixed with not oxygen. You don't know how breathable it would be down there.
So I'm not getting any instrumental readings off of the air?
What kind of readings are you looking for?
Basically any sort of toxins or gases
Toxins,
that are
no,
lethal, or
It's pretty heavy on CO2.
Neat. Also looking for organic material in the escaping air.
Yeah, there's organic material down there.
Oh, damn.
Well, some organics can live within CO2 heavy atmospheres.
Yeah. CO2
Cave
heavy,
mushrooms
there's some
and stuff.
organic material. You'd have trouble breathing down there on your own, but it's not impossible. As long as you were getting some air, you'd be okay, but it is a light air situation.
Okay, so we need suits.
With my caving gear, I might be able to slip in there. As long as you can keep that slab open, I could probably scoot in there and scramble and try to see how... Because if it's really narrow, suits aren't going to work. But if it expands out, then we may have a shot of pulling on suits. So just keep that thing open, and I'll just do a quick dig around. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. All right.
Okay, give me
Sorry.
that. Give me that dexterity spelunking check.
And as part of my gear, I do. I would think for caving, I do have like some breathable air, like a little mask and a bit of O2, just enough so I don't immediately start passing
Just
out.
enough.
Just enough not to die right away.
The oxygen from out here is going down there. It's just not a big opening.
It's a sealed area, so it's probably. Oh, that's for that. That's for that. Okay. Climbing. Would you say it's climbing or acrobatics?
Climbing.
Okay.
That's a
11.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that's enough to be able to scramble through this hole, not get snagged on anything, and come out the other side. Yeah, it's very narrow because you guys barely opened this door, but once you get kind of past the curve of the slab, it opens up, the stairs just continue. And you can stand up and everything in here.
I'll turn my headlamp and look around a bit, make sure there's nothing protruding, no weird things to trip people up.
You don't see anything immediate. You do see two vaguely humanoid statues flanking the stairs.
They holding anything, or are they empty-handed?
Empty-handed.
Do I see any sort of switch or lever or a symbol that I've seen up on the surface that's inside?
So now that you're inside, you can see the mechanisms that hold the slab. It does seem like it has these pillars that hold the slab open all the way, but they are not. You can't see any sort of motor or any sort of mechanism that pushes them, like nothing to do. And they're off to the side, and they look like they were deliberately released to seal the slab.
And I'll open up my hand terminal and just kind of see if the air, if it's like just CO2 heavy, like if people crawl in here right away, they're just going to start passing out, or is there any breathing?
Some of the oxygen is getting in here, but it's not a lot. You could probably breathe down here, but it's going to give you some penalties after a while.
Okay. Does it go like
mechanically,
way,
it's
way
just
down?
like a light oxygen area sort of situation.
Does it like go way down the stairs? And
It goes down a good distance, probably another 3 stories, and then then you can see it like straighten out out of sight.
I'll record that with my hand terminal, and then I'll put that away, and I'll scramble back out again. All right, pictures here. It does open up to a larger area, but I don't know how to part that open. You'd have to sneak in there. But if we want to be down there, you're gonna be breathing like if either of you two gone mountain climbing like high up, think thin air. Whatever's in there, you're gonna be gasping every breath. So unless you have breathers, I would not strain yourself too much if I were you.
I got a bad feeling about this. This looks like it was sealed on purpose. You see here, this mechanism on the door you took pictures of here looks like this is meant to release and seal once and for all.
Yeah.
Yes, that is merely human thinking. And don't bother yourself with such things.
Well, logic comes into it at some point. I mean, if they wanted this open, why make it so hard to open?
Could be a tomb. Could be a waste disposal. Hell, it could be a lot of things. But whatever it is, I don't think we're supposed to go in this way.
Well, we're paid to look around. The part I'm scared of is this thing closing behind us and us not being able to open it. 'Cause I don't know how we open if that thing closes again.
Something tells me there's more than one way out of this thing.
Maybe, but I don't know.
When we're underground, I have no idea where we are, but get me back topside and I can get you back to civilization in no time.
All right. GM, do we have more than just my breather?
You had the EV
in
suit.
the truck. Does the EV suit fit underneath that crack? With someone wearing it, or could someone push?
Someone
the
could
gear through
put
the
it
hole?
put it on the other side.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go quickly grab some EV suit. If we want to keep pushing the
You have it
job,
down here.
we could just push the. You could crawl through. I can crawl in, help you get the rest of the way in, and then just hold. Breathe shallow, and then we'll push one of the EV suits in. And you can put it on. We can
Vampire
explore
Bites
more.
has given me a power up, which makes the churn go up.
So, because otherwise, if you want to look at this dock, we can. But if we turn back, they're going to send out a bunch of other people, and I don't know if they'll send you back again. Honestly, they might send you back again, but it might take a while. Assuming some scav doesn't come in here and go scrambling around. We're here to keep you from dying and help you out. Honestly.
I mean, Dr. Lovelace is not too concerned with caution at this point. It's a bad idea. Craig knows it's a bad idea, but Dr. Lovelace does not know this. She is pushing forward.
All right, I'll scramble through it. Well, and then I'll wait for people to pass through EV suits so I can put them aside, but like close enough that I can very go, and here you go, the minute someone's through. But I'm basically setting it aside and then getting ready to tug people out if they get stuck or wedged in there.
Yeah, you guys all make it through. I mean, working together, it's not too difficult. Churn
That's
goes
another
up.
power up.
Yeah. It's at 8.
Okay, suits on, suits on. I signal, suits on, put your helmets on.
You only have one EV suit.
I thought we had multiple on the car.
You only have the one.
Hmm.
Unless I'm remembering wrong, but I thought we agreed you only had the one.
We only brought one down in the hole. I know that for sure.
Oh, I have an idea. I'm gonna scramble up to our guys to see if either of them have a spare, because they might have brought one with them just out of sheer, without telling us, just because they wanted one. So
Yes, apprise them of the situation while you are there.
yeah, I'll scramble out and I'll try to climb my way back out again.
You scramble out, talking to them. It feels difficult to get through the barrier this time. Like it's tighter, like it's tightening up. But yeah, you talk to them. I did not roll that they had an EV suit for you, unfortunately.
Oh, do either of you have like a rebreather for thin air?
The pilot guy might. Oh man, I didn't know we were going to be doing this. I would have brought mine. Sorry, pal.
Yeah, sorry. All right. How far are we from town right now, driver?
3 days.
Oh, that's a long time.
Oh.
All right. So,
How many breathers you guys got?
we have the one EV suit plus the one I have in my kit, so we're short one.
Why don't you just patch into the EV suit?
Eh?
He'll go look through the truck. He'll pull out a hose. But like those EV suits, in emergencies, you can share air. Old Belter trick.
Oh, yeah, I know that trick. Oh, that's better than nothing. I'll take it. Oh, they're gonna love this idea.
Yeah, it's not great. You're tethered together and you're gonna fucking run out of air twice as fast. But yeah, it's
I
fun.
don't mind.
All right, so we don't pop
Dr.
out.
Lovelace could engineer a breather, maybe, yes?
Potentially.
Could I roll? Yeah, maybe if you come down and tell Dr. Lovelace that they don't have anything, that she'll try to engineer something together.
You can do that,
from
yeah, that's a
our
thing.
spare part.
Yeah, okay, because I'll probably come down in one trip and go like, "Hey, this is all I got. They don't have any breathers."
Give me a intelligence technology check.
All right, let's see what I can MacGyver. 14.
14's not terrible. Are you okay destroying the EV suit?
Would a higher result help out here?
Yeah.
I'll try to assist, if nothing else.
Yeah, I've got intelligence technology. I'm not sure it's applicable because it's more for alien tech, but at your... I can help if you let me.
It's not bad. So you could... So with these rolls, you can make 2 breathers out of your EV suit, if you wanted to. That way you would lose the stuck together downside. You wouldn't be tethered, and you'd both have breathers, and it would probably last longer than the regular air because you are making a rebreather.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so you essentially eliminate all the downsides, but you would lose the EV suit's environmental protection, is all. But you'd be able to breathe.
Which,
as long as you're not going to go
we should
swimming in acid, you should be okay.
Yeah.
We have the sensor we'll have with us too, the like weather sensors that we can send ahead of anything weird.
Absolutely. Yeah, so you have your jury-rigged rebreathers. You are under the slab, in the dark, flanked by 2 faceless statues. And you descend into the darkness. It's a little early, but that's a good point to take our break. So, hey everyone, thanks for watching, thanks for booning, thanks for dooming, and thanks for being a friend. We'll see ya back here in like a loose 5. Stay fresh. Hey there, everybody! Welcome back to Fresh Out the Box Plays Green Ronin, the Expanse stuff, Through the Ring. I'm Johanan.
It's Thursday. I'm Casualty CDG. Use our code Fresh Out the Box at the Green Ronin store to get a discount. We get money back because we're affiliates or something. We love you. You love us. I'm Plan Elroy Cormax.
I'm Captain Tremaine. I love you guys too. That's all.
I'm A.D. Springer, also known as Corbinian, and I am reprising my role as Kayleen Hara, the athlete, and my love is not for sale.
So, you guys are at the top of the stairs, beneath the great stone slab within the frozen circle, 3 days north of your colony, investigating Builder Ruins. What do you do? The stairs go down and out of sight.
Can we retcon that we told the guys at the top, after such and such amount of hours, you don't hear from us, go get help or something like that?
Sure.
All right.
They probably would anyways, but yeah, that's fair.
All right.
I'll turn on my little headlamp and I'll take point and start climbing down.
Alrighty.
Keeping an eye out of my hand terminal to see if it's giving any warnings about like the. Mostly, I calibrate it so it's watching for if the air is too bad for my rebreather to clean, because you need some oxygen to work for the thing to work. But if it's like super toxic, it's not meant to do that. It's not an EV suit, right? So.
If I took off the rebreather, could I breathe for just a moment? Would it kill me?
Wouldn't kill you immediately, no.
I want to take a whiff. What does it smell like down here, John?
Smells like
Teen Spirit.
It smells like ozone down here.
Oh, electric, huh? All right.
Smells like ozone and dirt.
Sorry to interrupt. I just really needed to know how it smelled down here to paint that picture.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah, probably. Does it taste metallic too? I
Little-
bet that's the kind of thing where you smell it. Yeah, you taste it in the side of your cheeks.
Yeah. a little
Elroy lit the wall.
Is it moist down here, like wet walls, or is it especially dry?
bit. It's very dry.
Okay, that's good. That's very good, actually.
Very, very dry. You continue down the stairs. And after about... You traveled down about... a total of like 6 stories of stairs. You know, like it's a good... You're on like 6 flights of stairs, essentially. It's all one straight line, but that's how far you go. You get to the base of the stairs. You'll notice before you get down there, at the bottom of the stairs, like for about a floor's worth of distance, there is a big hole in the middle of the stairs, like carved into it, like in the middle. Like you can walk around on either side.
Shine my light it down at it.
You look down there. You see ground. You see floor. Looks like a tunnel.
Dig a tunnel into this step? That's freaking weird.
Yeah, the area around you opens up a bit. There's a few more statues down here. It's very clean, which is interesting. There's not a lot of dust or anything. And then the only way to go is to go through the stairs. Looks like
These statues humanoid?
They're humanoid.
Weird.
What are they like Grecian like body examination sort of thing, or they look like they're standing to do something?
They're standing there.
Posing?
Not really. They're not really doing anything terribly specific. They're just, straight up and down.
Do they
Are
have
they like all
the-
facing the same direction?
Yeah, they're all facing the stairs.
They're all bowed up.
Do they have features
No.
like facial features?
No,
or
they look like
anything? No?
Oscars.
Okay, yeah, cool. That's what I thought.
Oh, actually, I didn't even think to double check this. Can our hand terminals talk to each other down here? Like, I'll try to send a message to the dock to make sure to see if we have a signal. Between each other.
Your electrical equipment down here is glitching out a bit. You can get signals through to each other, but they're not perfect.
Line of sight.
Yeah. There's definitely some extra interference down here beyond the normal.
These statues, do the feet look like they're like melded into the floor or separate?
It looks like they're coming right out of the floor, yeah.
So it's like it's formed out of the ground.
Yeah. Like they carved it out of the wall itself or something.
Well, most importantly, I'm hoping it's not a mob that could that's has walked before, you know.
Doesn't look like the feet have ever been separate from the floor. It's a good call though.
I'll type out looks very humanoid, no, and I'll hold up my hand terminal to you guys and gesture.
Are they not supposed to look humanoid? Do builders not have humanoid statues?
We don't know what they are. If it's humanoid, it's because it's encountered us.
I always imagine they look like, I don't know. To me, the builders look like the proto hybrids, but I guess those are half human, so maybe not.
I mean, how spoiler free are we on this channel?
I don't know. Probably don't want spoilers. I don't know.
All right, never mind then. All right.
I'm
In
going
the
by what I
books,
know
if
up
you
to
get-
like season 3, 4.
Yeah, get into the read the last 3 books, which they have not made into a series yet, and you'll find out what the builders are.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
It's probably,
All right,
it's probably just us in the future or something.
Yeah, Dr. Lovelace is just like, oh yes, so it's such a human-centric way of thinking. They may, for all we know, they are bulldozers to the builders, or trash cans.
Shrug and nod, like, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, or a factory with a hose of all the pollution that goes out one way, and we're walking right up the pollution. It could be anything, a sewage plant, weapons storage.
Do the caves look worked, right? Like they look like it's perfectly or is it perfectly like it was burrowed clean?
No, it's all smooth and like well worked walls and floors. Deliberate.
Or grown.
It's all very obviously deliberate
Yeah.
and made by sentient hands. But yeah, the only way to go is through the hole in the stairs, which does seem to be a deliberate doorway. It just kind of doubles back, I guess. Efficient for space.
Is it really? Yeah. How big is it? Is it like big enough to fit a person through comfortably, or is it tight?
It's big enough to fit, like, you could drive a tank through there.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The stairs are big, and the hole in the stairs is huge. It's a giant hallway. Sort of grand.
How far is the drop from the hole to floor?
Like a foot floor, like 15 feet.
Ooh, I don't like that. I really don't.
But you can walk down the stairs all the way if you want to.
Oh, the stairs go right through the
Stairs go around the hole.
hole. Oh, okay.
It's an interesting design, yeah.
Like spiral?
No, it's just straight stairs.
No, it's
down,
almost.
and then there's a hole.
It's almost
below
like
the
a.
stairs.
It's almost like a bayou with like a culvert, right? So like you go down the ramp of a bayou, but there's the big hole where the tunnel is. But instead of the ramp going into the bayou, we're going downstairs, and there's a tunnel that goes back behind us the other way.
Yep, it's like a giant.
Okay,
hole.
I follow you.
Yeah, it took me a second
to.
to.
Protomolecule?
Does what?
Does our team have any protomolecule, the blue goo from the show?
No.
Okay.
If you had it, you would have eaten it by now. Are you kidding?
Yeah, your person's
We
crazy.
could use it to turn on some of the tech. Okay.
Something to think about for the next, if we come back here again, if we need protomolecule to turn things on.
Yeah.
If there's some down here.
It should only have to be in the solar system. It doesn't even have to like be on us.
That's fair.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Well,
Do you guys want to go further or investigate these statues further?
how long did it take us to get down here? Like 15 minutes, half hour?
Yeah, about 15 minutes.
I know. We can probably keep going. Like you say, the statues could be anything. It's hard. Without context, we don't know what we're looking at, really. Other than maybe guessing at its material composition, like figuring that out. But if you want to figure that might not be the worst idea, actually. Figuring out what the statues are even made of.
Oh, I was about to do a core sample if we're sticking around.
If you can. I mean, we might as well. This is a good spot to do it.
Can I do an investigation stunt or a check and attempt an investigation stunt on one of these statues?
Yeah, absolutely.
Research roll?
Yeah. You're researching, yeah.
13.
13, you get some of the rock out of the leg. It seems to be homogeneous all the way through. So it's just one kind of stone. It seems to be the same thing the walls are made of. And yeah, you
The
don't.
statue did not flinch,
The
right?
statue didn't flinch. There doesn't seem to be any. But while you're doing it, you do feel a vibration in the stone. Very subtle.
Ooh.
Very subtle.
All right.
Oh, looks like
Okay.
it's working.
Well, you guys want to proceed?
There was something broadcasting from down here. We might as well figure out the source if we come this far.
You enter the hallway.
Oh, yeah.
Those
Any
are-
kind of direction sensed from the signal?
it is increasing in strength.
All right.
You are getting closer. It does seem to be localized. It's a local thing. It's not coming from somewhere else. So you guys enter this tunnel. It's giant, perfectly square, hole that goes straight forward through these stairs. And it gets swallowed up under the stairs. As soon as you guys are in the wall, it opens up even more. There's a large chamber down here. It's just like a double wide hallway. It's huge. It's a huge hallway. Opens up in front of you. But the thing that's noticeable about this is the ground is covered in what looks like sand. And you see pillars of sand floating up towards the ceiling. Sort of hovering.
Floating?
Yeah. Unnaturally, like straight pillars. It's hard to tell that the sand is flowing, but when you look at it, it's going up and coming down.
Do I have the kind of sensors that I could determine if this is a gravitational force or a magnetic force or anything like that?
Yeah, you could definitely take some readings here.
Research?
Yeah.
12.
12's not bad. To be able to tell it is electric. There's an electrical charge going through this soil. And it's similar to the same soil that you found previously at your site in the colony. It's some sort of electrically charged sand, dirt. And you're picking up the signal from up above, definitely going through the sand.
Can we see the ceiling?
Yeah.
The sand that's going up into the ceiling, is it flowing into somewhere, or is it just kind of encountering the ceiling and then flowing back down again?
Flowing back down again. Seems to be in some sort of holding pattern kind of thing. You know, just kind of... Maybe it's for aesthetics? It's hard to tell. It's really fucking cool looking, though. But it's super unnatural and kind of unnerving. And the entire way forward is covered with sand that seems to be subtly shifting in this way to perform in this pillar dance.
I'm gonna take one of my the D rings off my harness, and then I'm gonna underhand toss it at the sand to see if anything happens to it, or if the sand even just gets out of the way, or if it blocks it or whatever.
The sand will get knocked like to the side as the D-ring hits it, and it'll just continue. Like, that sand will hit the ground, the rest of it. The pillar sort of shudders a little bit, but it corrects itself.
So does it start flowing over the D-ring, or is it under it, or is it like around it?
The D-ring hits it and passes through it, hits the ground, and gets swallowed up into the sand.
Can we see it anymore, or is it just vanished?
It's, you could probably, I mean, it's sticking out a little bit. It's there. It's not like, it didn't disappear forever or anything.
It didn't disassemble it, that's what.
No, it didn't disassemble it. It didn't really seem to do much to it. But Dr. Lovelace does know that it is electrified.
To what degree? Fatally electric, or
Static shock electric?
If the entire electrical charge of all the sand there emptied into somebody, yeah, they'd die.
Did it spark at the metal D-ring at all when it hit it?
A little bit.
do I have rubber soles?
If anyone does, it'd be you, because you work in a lab.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, that's not a weird thing to have.
I want to jump in this sand column.
Down here, you can almost hear the rhythm of the signal. You can feel it in your chest.
No, it's hard to tell without equipment.
All right, and you have a secret from earlier that allows you to put something together in the future, seemingly irrelevant. Yeah, you can tell the signal. You're watching the way the columns are moving. You're remembering the way the walls upstairs moved and the ice patch and all that. And all of it's moving in rhythm to this tempo. like it's being controlled by the signal. And that's from your earlier breakthrough, I think it was, or lucky break. Yeah.
Lucky break, yeah. How many pillars are there?
One on the right, one on the left.
Oh, so it's literally just 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I replicate this signal with my hand terminal or anything like that?
You can attempt to broadcast a signal.
I would like to, yeah.
Give me a intelligence technology.
Oh, if you could replicate it, it's possible you could harmonize or dissonance it.
It's not bad.
That's 17.
17. You are able to recreate the signal to the best of your ability with the equipment you have. And you're able to send it through the dirt. It does mess with the signal. The pillars start to form more pillars. They start to swirl around. You don't really know what you're doing with the signal, but it's definitely having a tremendous effect and interfering with the signal that was there. And you'll notice the other signal tries to compensate.
Really?
Like it's trying to
A
equilibrate.
reaction. What happens if I alter the frequency on the symbol?
It will. Bye, Eric. Have a good dinner. It will change what happens. Like the whole, you're starting to dance with this stuff. You're starting to control the dirt a little.
Can I try for a research roll to see if I can get some stunt points for an investigation stunt?
Yeah, you can try to research this to get more information.
14, but I want to use my boon to take that 1 to a 2 if that's allowed, so I can get 2 stunt points.
Yeah, that'll work. Good use of boon.
All right. Give me intuition, please, for investigation stunt.
Alright, GM reveals a fact about the object of your test you could not have noticed or deduced simply by interacting with it. When you uncover a clue, you gain 2 new leads. Okay, so, yeah, you're messing with the signal. You're noticing a definite cause and effect with what you're doing and what the signal is adjusting to. You have these things going in loops, and they're starting to get kind of dangerously loopy. They're starting to spark electricity for sure. But what you do notice, you're not sure that you would be able to control the dirt as long as the counter signal is involved. If you could figure out where that's coming from, which you have good reason to believe it's from up ahead, you could potentially start to manipulate this dirt in a more meaningful way. But I guess intuition tells you could probably overload the signal so that you would be able to disable the dirt temporarily.
So if you can clear the dirt fast enough, one or more of us could sprint across and hopefully get to the other side to whatever control mechanism there is.
Yeah, Vamp. Craig just used their boon. To
So
good
what
effect.
what if I try to use like my communication spike to send a signal that's basically going to cancel out the alternate signal?
Yeah, you could try this.
Destructive waveform.
Yeah, you could try to do that.
I'd like to try to do
I would
that.
allow that.
All right.
I also noticed earlier you got a 6 on your drama days.
Oh yeah.
That's only if
But
he gets
That's only if I get
Sentai.
some points, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is
Hold on,
it?
let's check.
Oh, a character succeeds on
I
it.
think-
Oh, you have to succeed on the check. You don't have to get
Yeah.
stuck.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah.
And you did.
Yeah, because the
succeed.
drama dial tells you degree of success.
You did
when,
succeed.
when you succeed.
Yeah.
So never mind.
Alright.
No, it's a turn. Yeah.
So
Oh
puts you
man,
at
we're so close.
9. 9 churn. It puts the churn on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. All right. Well, there it is. Thanks, man. Tenchurn, go ahead and do the thing you're gonna do. I have to check something out here.
Yeah, something happens.
Not
something happens.
Could happen.
Yeah, something could happen. So when the churn gets to 10, which is what has happened now, the game master is going to roll a d6. A 1 to 3 will produce a minor effect. 4 to 6 will produce no effect.
And if an effect does happen, the churn resets.
Does it?
I believe so.
When it gets to 30 and an epic effect happens, then it resets.
That's the only time? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, it's like on the way down the turn, you get like those little bumps in the road, but once you hit the bottom, it goes bang and shoots you all the way to 0. Assuming you're not like completely devastated by whatever it just did to you.
Excellent. Okay. Yeah, the churn happens, and we'll see how that goes. What are you doing? You're making a signal to try to take it out? To try and stop this sand?
Yeah, just basically trying to cancel out the signal.
Go ahead and... yeah, you can do... Still, intelligence technology works for this. But also, so does communication, if you wanted to.
Hey, that's a good roll.
That's an 18 with
18
3
with 3
stump
stump
points.
points does succeed. Does succeed. Let me know what you want to use those stump points for. What happens is, so the churn goes off. A churn effect does happen. You send this signal through the dirt, and it goes, and all the dirt just hits the ground. But then the churn goes off, creating a new hazard. The electricity contained within this dirt starts arcing towards the ceiling. So now there is an electrical hazard in your way that you must bypass to continue because of the churn. Which was not something I was going to do previously.
Is it like
Unless you mess
like
up.
just you can see the actual like lightning sparks?
Yeah, you
so
see
you
sparks.
can walk around them in theory.
If you could predict them,
Oh, because they are. They're doing
yes, they're not constant arcs. They're like every now and again. It's essentially lightning is striking up from the floor. All of your hair is on end.
I'd like to use 1 stump point for good instincts and infiltration stunts, if that's all right.
It's probably fine. Good instincts. Make a perception test using appropriate focus with the same target number as the test you just made to learn the most likely immediate consequence of the action you just performed. Excellent. Yeah, go ahead and make a perception test.
12.
12. Well, the most obvious consequence is the electricity flowing up, but also you're not sure what the signal sort of stops, and you hear like a boom from somewhere
above, below,
above, and it's faint, but you do hear it.
That's not good.
Doc, I think you blew a transformer.
It's exactly what it sounds like you did. It's definitely not, but it definitely sounds like it.
I'm going to. Can I see the far end now that the sand's out of the way and stuff? Like a path to the end.
Yeah, you can see a path to the end. There's another door in a very tall wall. This door is lined with like stones in sort of an ornamental way.
I'm going to try to sprint across the floor as quickly as I can.
Go for it! Give me a dexterity acrobatics check here. This is a challenging hazard. Challenging major hazard.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14.
Does 14 make it?
You just see your compatriot bolt across the sand, and you see a lightning bolt burn every time he steps, just sparking off, almost getting him, dirt flying. You make it to the other side.
I probably like run all the way to the wall, just kind of have to stop myself. So I'm like, Oh, jeez.
The wall's electrified. Brr! No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and turn it off. Now that you're over there, flip a switch or something.
Oh, hold on. I have to figure out what to do. Is there anything over here?
Still switches.
Hey, maybe. Does the door? If I put my hand against the door, does it move or shift or anything?
There is no door. It's an archway.
Oh,
You can see in the other side.
I'll look through the archway.
There is a room beyond with some sort of thing that looks like a table against one wall, the far wall. Another smooth stone, like a completely smooth, parabolic sort of mirror-looking thing. Lots of like tubes and weird things going off into the wall and ceiling. Mostly made out of what looks like stone, but it could be very strange, sheenless, smooth metal.
I'll try to take a picture of this and try to send it back to the dock. And then I'll send a message like, wave at me if you've got this. Because I don't know. I'm checking to make sure you actually get the picture or if interference destroys the message.
You get a garbled photo.
I wait a beat or two and then go, did you get anything? I tried to send you a picture.
Yes, can't quite see it.
There's some sort of pillar, and I try my best to kind of verbalize what it is, shouting over my rebreather, so it's a little muffled.
Oh. Can Elroy throw me across the sand?
Damn right I can. I was hoping you'd ask.
Give me a strength might check.
17 might.
Oh! A bolt,
doctor-
a bolt goes right past her.
The doctor looks at me, and before she says a word, I know exactly what she's going to ask. And I just do like a 360 spin, just like a discus move, and just launch her across.
He knows what I was going to say because I did upsies.
Give me... she's going to need to roll a...
It was a pretty good roll.
You can do
Mine
the
was pretty
dexterity, acrobatics, if you want to.
Free fall, actually.
You can do athletics, something like that. Just not to get hurt on the landing, because that's not... You're not supposed to do that. Pretty dangerous.
Oh, that's a 9.
You could fortune it up, maybe. That's fortune will probably hurt less than whatever the hell the sparks will do. Well, actually, you're just landing, so maybe.
Hey, just
Well, I don't know.
landing.
What's
You're
the
not
target
avoiding
number?
the sparks here.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. You bump your shin, and it's only 1 damage, so you don't actually take anything. So you're good.
I'll kind of quickly grab you to make sure, and kind of help you up to your feet to make sure you're not like too close to Lightning Town. Like, let's move you over here.
All right, we're in.
All right, Doc.
I'd like to investigate, I guess.
Alrighty.
Mechanically, what is that going to be?
Mechanically,
Research?
it would
Fighting.
be intelligence,
punch the walls to
technology,
understand.
or research. Depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to use what you're seeing, technology. If you're trying to understand it, research.
All right, I'm doing research.
Damn.
Whoa, 3 5s! That's a 20 with 5 stunt points.
Absolutely, that's really good.
Also, Elroy's roll set the turn up because it was a success with a 6 on the drama die.
Hey, thanks, man.
Yeah, I figured that. Since I've been doing that wrong.
They sneak past you every now and again.
Mm-hmm. Turn is a funny mechanic.
I like it. I've always enjoyed the churn.
You would. You're the GM.
Yeah.
So I would like to use the breakthrough investigation stunt, and that will increase the churn.
Okay.
Does it cost all 5?
It does.
Okay.
And 4 or more churn points spent is a or 4 or more stunt points spent is a turn point.
That's true, but you can also use a stunt point in infiltration to reduce the churn. So you can spend 4 and then 1 and make it break even.
Yeah, I gotta spend all 5 though.
But yep, it's
Break
5
your
for it. That's why I asked if it was all 5.
Yeah.
All good, not a problem. All right, so you think you kind of understand what you're seeing here? It seems to be some sort of control for something. You see in front of you, kind of looks like the table looks like a console of some kind. It has holes in it. A couple of the holes have like these little sticks sticking out of it, like this. They're very smooth, and they sort of rotate in and out. One of them is missing, but I mean, you rolled really good, so you're just that you. This is where the thing that Gary's character gave you goes. The stick thing that he found, the incomplete piece of builder tech. Seems to be some sort of operation lever. And you think, yeah, the signal, you can kind of hear it going through these tubes. It's starting back up again.
So I have the stick on me?
I imagine that you brought it.
All right, cool. So
Yeah, I'm not gonna do you like that. I feel like, you're looking for where it came from. You'd probably bring it. It's not like it was huge or
all right,
anything.
so yeah, I'm gonna do like a Samuel L. Jackson in Jurassic Park, kind of look back at the guys like, hold on to your butts, and just like try to fit it back in.
Yep, this will be a intelligence technology.
16.
With that, you are able to operate it. You generate another 3 stunt points. You are able to get it to work somewhat. So you're like, huh? Like as you're moving these, you can hear and feel the vibration, the signal change. In this room, you can actually hear it. It's traveling up through the tubes, and you can feel like the earth move when you do it. Like the whole ground shakes. Behind you, you can see the dirt start to move around a bit. It seems like you are able to garner some kind of control with this dirt.
So I just want to see what Johan does with this. Let's do the investigation stunt flashback.
Let's do it. Flashback. This test reminds you of something important you forgot. The GM reveals the identity or existence of another source of information you didn't know about. Treat one of your tangential focuses as a primary one for the next test you make to unlock a lead related to this test. Interesting. Yeah. What focus do you want to use? It'll affect my decision on what happens.
Intelligence.
That's not
focus.
Yeah, focus.
No. Let's do research.
You use research? Okay.
Yeah.
Just remind you something important you forgot. There was a source of the facility. You have access to a builder site back in your colony. It's a much smaller room with a similar kind of setup console. It does not do the same thing. As far as you could tell, it ground up rocks back there. But you're starting to think maybe the grinding of the rocks and the resulting electrical current that you found evident in your samples after using the builder technology, maybe your site is a method to create the Earth that is being mobilized by this console. You still have no idea why, though. Like, whoa, you can't think of a purpose for this technology. It is very interesting, though.
I have a point of reference for the controls, though, right?
You do have a point of reference for the controls. You kind of understand. You're kind of able to get things moving. You don't have like fine control or anything, but you can manipulate the dirt.
I'm going to try, with that knowledge, I'm going to try to think back to my days back in Seoul with the company to see if there's anything that's even close, like if any of the company's research came even close to stuff like this. Because I wasn't a scientist, but I was the guy helping cover stuff up, so I might have overheard something back in the day. Maybe it's a little aha moment here.
I mean,
long reach though.
Like,
long
give a
reach.
knowledge check,
People-
history check, or something.
Yeah, you can do a retroactive eavesdropping check. So we'll do perception.
Oh. 7. That's probably not going to make it.
It's not very good. But we'll say that you pick up a tidbit that anyone could know from back then, that people were going missing from the colony a lot. People that left. Definitely stories of like the ground swallowing people up. It's definitely happened. But just people charted it up to unstable land.
Is that enough for a success for stunt purposes?
It's not a success.
I will.
I was just throwing you a bone.
No, I'm going to spend fortune to up one of those dice up to 6. I'll spend my boon to up it essentially to 7, so that adds +5 to the roll, so that's 12.
Okay, that's
12
better.
any better. Is 12 a success?
A 12 would be a success.
Whew. Don't worry, I'm going to buy off some of that. Well, I don't know if I can, but
You
That's
definitely
be a turn.
yeah, that's a turn 'cause I spend.
and also, so with that success, Raiden, the colony, the mayor, essentially, there's definitely some concern about tectonic activity. They have noticed strange tremors in the earth previously. It's just all been unrelated to anything else. Just seems like kind of a normal foible of the planet, but maybe not.
I am going to spend my 4 stun points into calming the waters.
I don't think you have those 4 stun points now that you used the other dice to change your result.
Oh, that's right. Because it wouldn't. Because you
changed the
you're
face
turning the
value.
dice up.
Yeah, because he no longer
you
has
literally changed
doubles.
the face.
Yeah.
Yep.
If we were sitting at a game table, you would literally change the face of your dice.
Yeah, you're right. Never mind. Still,
Yeah, sure. I almost gave him to you.
Yeah, I like to play by the rules. We're all doing it, right? We're all calling each other out rules. We're loving it. Fuck yeah, dude. We're all doing it.
We're all doing it.
So this sounds like I'll relate that. I overheard somebody talk about various tectonic activities. Maybe this is related to it. Maybe this is some sort of tectonic management system of some kind. I mean, these builders do all kinds of things to shift planets. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me to think that they're managing the world somehow. Automated, but still. And also, these rocks feel like they're being like turned into electro rocks. Like they're turning them, they're processing them to be the electric rocks that they want to use elsewhere.
That means we've got now a second facility somehow tied to the first one. And there may be more facilities tied to this. This may just be processing for the final whatever this sand can do, whatever it can become. Like you said, maybe you can shift a whole continent with it.
Well, let's try. Do I have enough control?
Every lever you flip, Doc, may be causing a tidal wave on the other side of the planet right now.
Sure. What did you ask?
Do I have fine enough control that I could clear a path for Elroy to get in this room with us?
Yeah, you could try. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, just keep giving me that technology check to manipulate things.
21! Drama die.
Turn goes up to 14.
Another turn point.
let me know what you want to do with those 6 stun points. But yes, you are very skillfully able to create a path rail, Roy. As you clear the path, the electricity in this dirt kind of dissipates a bit. But then you start to sort of make the dirt hover again. Or do you want it to let it rest? Do you want to let it go?
I'll let it go.
You'll clear a path and it'll fall and just lay on the ground still.
Yeah.
Oh, so it looks like you can deactivate it, sort of.
I'm going to use 4 points to calm the waters. The
Okay.
turn should go back to 10.
Yep. But I don't.
There you go,
I don't
Kalen.
roll again, right?
No. You have to tick into it. So we went to 9 and you tick back to 10, then it would fire again.
There you go, Kalen. When I said just hit the lever to turn all this off, that's what I meant.
I don't know what half of that's going on over there.
Hell, I don't think the doctor knows.
So these columns, are they going up into holes, or are they just touching the ceiling?
They were just making a loop.
Okay.
It's almost like they're being held in a holding pattern. Like it's energizing them and then just kind of keeping them in whatever flux state it's in.
If we
Guys got
can
any
replicate this, if you can replicate this back at your lab, we may not need a second location to do what's being done here. You may be able to do step 1 and 2 back at home.
Is electricity still flowing in that room back there now that it's at rest?
No, it's calmed. The electricity dissipated.
I'm going to, just out of safety, I'm going to take another one of my D-rings and huck it to see if it does spark at all.
Does not spark.
And then I'm going to purposely, very carefully, extend a hand out and try to touch one of the rocks that are lying on the ground. I'll grab the rock and try to remove it from the room.
Nothing happens.
Oh,
Not a bad idea, Kalen. I'm gonna just get a shitload of sand. Like a backpack full.
You start filling your backpack full of sand.
Yeah, an extra backpack.
Is it like a fine grain? Is it like rice? Is it
It's very
a rock?
fine. Yeah, it's very, very fine.
Does it catch light at all? Like if I hold it to light, does it catch light in a weird way, or is it just inert sand?
Just seems like completely normal sand.
Can we talk to the guys up top now that we've shut this down? Or put it at rest?
What do you want to say?
Comms check.
That you guys?
No kidding. This thing was causing the interference.
You guys still alive down there?
Yeah, and we're bringing some panko back, as I continue to scoop the electrified sand into my bag.
Alright, well, when you get back up here, you're going to have to help us get the truck back running.
What happened?
There was an explosion. I thought you guys were dead.
We ain't that lucky, man.
Yeah, there's
The
some sort
truck
of...
exploded?
The ice.
The ice surface you were next to, it exploded?
It shot upwards like bat out of hell.
Hell yeah.
I damn near crap myself.
I bet
Anyone
that was
hurt?
badass.
No, but if I had been lowering the rope into there when that happened, I'd be dead.
Yeah, no. All right, keep clear the area for now until we figure out what we're doing. We did find some sort of facility. We're trying to square what we're looking at, so be
I can
careful.
see straight down there, down them stairs. I can see the top of some big stone slab.
Holy crap, the ice is gone?
Gone.
Where the hell did it go? Did it just go
Shot
up to
up.
the sky?
Shot up into the sky and rained down like snowfall.
Okay. All right.
We need stunts.
Well, we now have secured a clear-ish way down here. if we can keep this place secure, we could probably get back to camp and then and tell Raiden to send a base, fund us for to set up a bigger camp, because there's actually something here. So unless you find some sort of database over there, I don't know how much we're going to figure out poking at this thing, hoping we get lucky. We have samples, we have access to the site, cleared the path.
Well, now that we know what we're looking for, too, we're looking for a big, flat hole in the ground where people might have gone missing in the past. Well, I could put the word out, start asking about people falling in the ground, and maybe we could chase some local legends. These ain't the only 2 facilities. That's one thing I know for sure.
Oh, so you're thinking there's other flat surfaces that people have dropped into?
There's been legends of people falling into this earth as long as we've been here.
Have we seen it? We haven't seen any bodies down here, have we? Other than those statues.
Not a single one.
Maybe they got ground up.
You know?
How optimistic, Doc.
You'll see something move across the parabolic mirror that's
Whoa.
in front of the console.
You guys saw that, right?
Do we need to do a perception check? How much detail we get?
Yeah, you could try to make it out better.
15.
You guys see a strange shadow move across, like someone was behind you.
Actually look behind us out of sheer like, huh? We're the only 3 in here. So that's beyond the glass? Or whatever that is? Maybe that's not a mirror, it's a viewport.
Beware.
Did any of the controls over there mess with that mirror?
Not yet. Not that you know of. You haven't really been able to activate it.
All right. Can I attempt another research to investigate further?
Of course.
All right. See if I get some skill points. I got a 10.
10's not very good. You start messing with the controls, and you notice that you can get the dirt to move still. You're not sure how to do much beyond mess with the dirt behind you. You definitely disrupted whatever else this facility was doing when you were messing with everything. You could tell that that's a thing. Like, something's definitely different about the machine now. But you haven't really been able to interact with stuff beyond that sand back there. And when you do mess with it, like, Gary's backpack moves a little bit.
No.
That kind of thing.
Hey, Flack, do you have any clear call back to Colony, or is it the same level of interference?
I could try the spike.
No, try to do it without the spike. See if you can get at them at all. We may have messed with interference down here, because we can talk to you, but I don't know if you can talk back to base right now.
I'll try, but I'm sure the atmosphere is going to have something to say about that.
Poke at it. We might have been lucky.
He'll be gone for a minute.
Maybe we should shoot the wall again.
I will hit you with this axe.
No luck calling back to base.
All right. Well, we did not find the magic bullet to make radio work on the whole planet. We can't be that lucky all the time. Thanks anyway.
But yeah, the mirror, that was a strange shadow that fell across it. You're not really sure what that was.
I'll try to stand closer to the mirror. I don't want to touch it, but I'm getting like as close as I can to try to get to look at it.
It's not quite a mirror. It is reflective. It's like a dark, like shiny bronze, like a sheet of bronze, But much like the rest of the metal that this console's made of, it doesn't really have a sheen to it.
It looks a little matte.
Yeah, it's a matte color, so you're not really sure how it's reflecting you.
Yeah, 'cause either you're mad or you're not. Yeah.
Yeah. You're not,
What were you saying? Sorry.
Have we touched it yet?
No, I haven't.
no one's touched it.
I'm gonna touch it.
You touch it, and you could see yourself reflected back at you. You move your figure around, and the screen sort of tingles a little bit, sort of ripples. It does seem to be some sort of active thing.
Oh, is that like a? It almost looks like it's a touch membrane, like they have like on our hand terminals. Well, more prim. Well,
It does
say
feel
primitive.
receptive, like you feel a tactile response to your touch. Rune has booned Corbinian. Corbinian got 2 boons.
Well, I spent.
Oh, you spent 1. That's right. Only Gary hasn't spent any.
Hey, girl.
Maybe that's either a control surface or something you can push through. Maybe.
All right, ready for another research roll?
I suppose so.
Well,
So you get for being smart.
That's true.
I mean, I'm smart too. I'm just pretending I'm not. I'm not driven to do silly things like your character is.
what do you think? I shoot the mirror?
Dude,
There's something. So the mirror is doing something weird. It, like, something about the color on it shifts every now and again. And you're not sure why.
Oh, we need some stunties.
well, you say that.
I'm just going to throw a handful of sand at the mirror while he's slapping these controls. Anything happen? Any interference?
When you grab a handful of sand out of your backpack, the screen scrunches up a little bit. And then when you throw it at the console, you'll see the console like sort of show up on the screen of the console a little bit. Vaguely.
Like a UI almost?
Yes.
Like a screen?
Yeah, it looks like a screen.
So I'm gonna throw more sand. Is it okay? Are we saying that? Hold on, let me make sure I'm seeing what you're describing. Is this sort of like if you sprayed like hairspray in a laser maze kind of situation? Like I throw the sand and you can see a little bit of screen. So if I throw more sand, would I see more screen? Is that some kind of the?
So, like, fucking kind of.
Okay.
You're drawing a
Yeah.
correlation there that isn't 100% correct. I don't want it to distract you from what's going on, but you're kind of on to what the screen is.
Oh, it's like it's like when you see a waterfall and you project stuff onto it. Without the waterfall, there's nothing for the projector to hit.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm imagining too. There's some kind of this interacts to make some kind of interface, and it doesn't do anything when it hits the mirror, right?
No, the sand,
But it does-
the sand and the mirror do interact in some sort of way. It's generated image, though. That's what you're gathering.
Okay.
Controls to just constantly hit it with the constant flow.
Well, if you could control the sand to some, I don't know if you can control the sand to that fine a degree. If you could control the sand to a fine degree and create a hollow surface to project onto, then you may get a better interface. You may get a screen to actually see what you're pressing, because we might be pressing buttons blind, not knowing what we're doing. I mean, we are, but you know what I mean. We have a display, we might get more information.
I'm gonna
Well,
try.
might be some sort of display, but we still won't know the language. But at least it'll be a step in the right direction.
If we're lucky, it'll be pictographic or pictographic. Jeez.
20 on the technology check. Okay, so you're fiddling with the dials. You guys are onto it. You guys did kind of figure it out. It was hard to watch. Let you guys linger there, but hey, you figured it out. You pull the sand in, and it does go across the screen. It flattens onto the screen completely smoothly. Not a seam on it. You can't even tell that it's sand. And then things start popping out of it in a 3D textile sort of way. You see symbols popping up. Mostly around the bottom and the left side. And then you see an image like sort of pop out of the screen. And it looks...
Who would have known?
It looks
My
like...
good-for-nothing daddy was right when he said rub a little dirt in it.
It looks like... It looks like... what's his name? Elroy. Elroy? Yep. It looks like Elroy's hand is on the screen. And as he's moving it, you can see it move on the screen.
Huh.
Your hand's covered in sand.
The sand is how it senses things, maybe. That's its tactile interface, its sensor network.
It seems like somehow the dirt is able to translate touch into sight.
All right, Doc. I hold up the backpack full of sand. Stick your hands in here.
Very well for science.
Crushes the hand. This is where it gets super brutal, just instantly killing your hands.
He just gets ground into paste. Yeah, so you stick your arm in there, and your arm pops up on the screen in a very 3D sort of way. Put your dick in it, yep.
No.
Hey guys, look what's on the screen. It's just my butt cheeks. I'm sitting on the backpack.
Classic.
The old photocopy your butt trick.
Photocopy your butt trick.
So the hands and stuff that are being displayed, that's superimposing into an existing image on the screen.
It's just showing up as something you could physically touch on the screen, yeah.
I'll touch the screen to see if there's any reaction from... I'll physically touch the protrusion.
Physically touching the protrusion doesn't do anything, but you can feel his arm.
Do I feel
Her
him
arm.
touching the protrusion?
You do not. You do not feel it. It's not two-way.
And anything?
That'd be way too sexual. I don't want to give you freaks that sort of ammo. You guys just start a long distance sex hotline. That's the whole way you use Builder 10. Not doing it.
You're the one connecting that dot. I had a completely different thing in mind, but
You sick freak? No.
So is there other symbols on the screen, you said?
They're on the bottom, yeah. And they do change. Yeah. It's like a readout.
What is the purpose?
Did it change rapidly when a new image was being pressed in, or was it just kind of slowly ticking away, or did it race when something pushed into it?
Yeah, it definitely changed a lot. Yep. It does seem to correlate. Yeah.
I feel like it's measuring something that. This is a way to measure or density or size or electric. What it's reacting to our input. Other than visual, it seems to be textual or numerical. It's hard to guess what it is.
It is hard to guess. I almost wonder if this is how them pillars was made before. Maybe a pillar was put into the sand and that shape was created. I don't know. Maybe this is how you create whatever you're going to make with the sand.
A lot of theories.
Yeah, we need some stunties to confirm. Get some stunt
In fact,
points.
let me push some of them buttons. I'm going to do a technology check real quick.
Okay.
Well, while the doc's hands are in the sand, I'm going to see if I can push some of them buttons.
Why?
I rolled a 12, and I'll actually use my boon now to make that a 13, and I'll have 2 stunty boys if it's a success.
You will. What is your intention? That's
So I'm theorizing, Elroy's theorizing that maybe now that the doc's hands are in there and we see a hand on the screen, maybe I can make a print or a sculpture or something of the hand, since it's the shape. So I'm almost trying to print. I know that's not that easy, but that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm trying. That's what I think this machine could do. So that's what I'm going for. And if a 13 is a success, I got 2 stunty boys. You said it is, right?
Yeah. That's a success.
Do. Let me do investigation stunt intuition. The game master reveals a fact about the object of your test you could not have noticed or simply deduced by interacting with it.
Okay. So, one thing that you notice, it's definitely not what it's supposed to do, but you definitely could do that. You could probably solidify the image on the screen and then grab his arm and keep it if you wanted to. But it does seem more like the visuals are more the reason. A lot of the readouts you're getting and a lot of the way it's displaying certain things, it seems more to you like something you would see on an engineer's screen. Perhaps for construction or some sort of manipulation or some sort of digging or something like that. It seems more. All of it seems very boring. Like when you're looking at it, you're like, these readouts seem like they're like for a flat purpose.
Construction or mining or excavation. This looks a lot more left-brained than right-brained, if y'all know what I mean.
And yeah, you probably couldn't have noticed that on your own without like a lot of research and time, but it just sort of strikes you.
Maybe it looks like it's more grids and numbers and things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're noticing the symbols change in sequence. And
funny enough, you mentioned I could solidify the image and just make the doctor's arm. I will do that.
Bop. You have a solidified copy of Dr. Lovelace's arm. It doesn't seem to be sand anymore. It seems it's way too solid for that. It's not heavy, but it looks more like this matte metal. The sheenless metal.
We got a souvenir for you, Doc, for the first time we come down in this hole. Nobody in the whole solar system's got anything like it. Maybe nowhere in all of existence.
Ah, fascinating. Huh. All right.
I'm going to try putting different items that I have on me into the sand and see. I'm basically trying to figure out, correlate like a metal D-ring, a bit of wood that I have in my stuff, a sneaker thing. I'm trying to guess what that's measuring, like if it's trying to measure electromagnetism, how organic or inorganic it is. I'm trying to narrow it as best I can with what samples I can give it.
Yeah, that's definitely intelligence, yeah.
I will take 5 more fortune to turn that up to 15.
A 15 is pretty good. You pump it up to a 15. You're just trying different things, trying to figure out what it's measuring. It does seem you do see different symbols pop up when it's an arm versus when it's something that's not living. You see. So it might be able to tell if something's organic or inorganic. It also seems to be able to definitely tell the size and dimensions of things to a weird scale, like to a weird degree. It really seems to be picking up the surface.
Is it very precise, like down to like the grain on my shoelaces, or is it?
Seems pretty precise, yeah.
How big is the mirror?
It's like, so it's what do you call it? A bent mirror, and it's about the size of, I'd say like 10 feet tall, maybe from corner to corner, maybe like 25 feet. It's like a 25-foot screen.
Okay, so I'm gonna lay down in the sand and tell Elroy to bury me like we're at the beach.
During this, I'm going to take time to breathe, to take a breather to recover some fortune.
Doc, I've had people pay me less to do stranger things. Lay down.
Yeah, so you bury her in the sand. And yeah, you'll see Dr. Lovelace pop up on the screen. Sort of strangely, like featureless, like you can't make out her eyes because they're closed. Stuff like that. But
Like the statues?
similar, yeah. Doesn't really do faces very well, but yeah. Yeah, strangely like the statues.
Could be them statues was printed on there. It's a good question.
Could be. But yeah,
Did
so you see
messing with the controls affect the mirror at all?
the controls, kind of. So as you're manipulating the sand, now that you put the sand mirror back where it's supposed to be, whatever you're making the sand touch, you can kind of see. And so it's kind of like you can POV your sand, your telekinetic sand. Like you can kind of see what it's doing. Very much in the same way that you could with your tube thing that you sent down here earlier. It's like that. You can't see past physical touch, but you can still make out shapes and stuff.
Okay. If it's still active, I want to deactivate my communication spike.
Okay.
Any change?
You turn off the signal that you were using to cancel out the other signal?
Yeah.
Yeah, the signal will start back up. Boom, boom. You'll feel like rubbling and stuff. Something happens. For sure, something big starts moving all around. Like the wall starts shaking, all that stuff. And then all the sand kind of starts to pick back up and go back into the hallway. Including...
Is the screen still there?
The screen. The screen is part of it. But as it does, you see like a figure in the sand as it moves past you. Like it took Dr. Lovelace with her or something. Like it looks like it kept her body or some shit. It was weird.
But then on second inspection, it did not take her body.
All
I
the sand sort of disappears. But it's not doing exactly what it was doing before.
What is it doing now in its holding pattern?
It seems to be on the ground, but like sort of in undulating piles.
Does it look topographical? Like a map?
It does not. Good call, though. That's a good call.
That was my first instinct seeing that.
Now that you think about it, that screen would have been really good at showing topographical maps. Just since you put it together, kind of like it would be. So like maybe there's something to that, but that's not what it's doing right now. Right now it's sort of undulating.
All right, Doc. It's for construction. Construct something.
I don't think it's for construction. It's for displaying and sensing something. It's almost like it's a hollow display.
It starts rising up and taking shape.
It could be a computer. It could be a mind.
Right now, it's connected to your mind.
You see, sort of, it looks like kind of in the shape of a tidal wave, but it's just sitting there. But it's pretty big. It's all the sand. And then
you might want to turn that
it
spike back on.
lunges at you guys.
Turn the spike back on.
Going to say that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
I'm going to step in front of the way and cover them as the sand comes crashing down.
Comes tearing ass towards you. I think that's a good stopping point. But yeah, that was cool. You guys did really good. You guys figured out a lot of stuff I wasn't thinking you were going to figure out so quickly. So, very cool. I hope you had fun. I had a blast running. Thanks everyone for watching. We had a great audience tonight. This has been the Expanse. We're using the Beyond the Ring book to play our own colony in an uncharted star system that we created ourselves, which is very, very cool. You can get all these books and more at greenrunnerstore.com. Use code FRESHOUTTHEBOX at checkout for a 5% discount. Help out the channel at the same time. Also, all year they're celebrating their 25th anniversary of Green Ronin. Right now, this month is like Fantasy Age month, so they just released a bunch of new Fantasy Age spell cards. They have a bunch of other deals and stuff going on, so check it out all year long.
If you haven't played Fantasy Age, you like Fantasy Age, play it.
Fantasy Age is dope. Fantasy Age 2nd Edition, I really enjoyed a lot. So check it out. And, also they have Cthulhu Dreamt. They have so many things. But yeah, so I've been the Board Game Guru, Game Master Extraordinaire, according to me, Jahananan.
It's me, Casualty CDG, co-host of Fresh Out the Box. Thank you guys so much for joining us on this Thursday. A little bit of insider information. I didn't take a shower this morning, so my balls stink. So it's time to take a shower and go to bed. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Tremaine, I wish I didn't just hear that right now. Thanks for hanging out.
I've been AD Springer, also known as Corbinian. You can follow me here on Twitch under Corbinian and also over on Blue Sky. Same name, Corbinian Blue Sky down there. You can see me do things like, good golly, war stories, some World War II role-playing action, some Fable Ultima Japanese TTRPG action, and Star Trek Adventures I play in as well. If you want to see when I do all those things, they're in my Twitch schedule. And hopefully in the next while, I'll be doing some video game playthroughs. But you'll see when that happens, if it happens. And I hope to see you another time, another place.
Hey man, what games are you working on right now? What video games?
Playing through, I'm not sure yet. There's a couple of games I might go back to playing Baldur's Gate 2. 1. I was in the DLC, so I might continue that.
Baldur's Gate 2 was my favorite game of all time for a long time, so I'm also a fan. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a good night. Stay fresh.